Hello, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and welcome back to uh, Marketing 106, Chapter 5, Retail Institution Strategy, offered by Harper College. You're taking me on a full-line class, face-to-face class, fully online, or a blended course. This is just a summarization of what we discussed in our discussion board or what we discussed during our discussions in the classroom, all right? So make sure you always read the book. This will prepare you for the quizzes and exams. Look at it. It's an ebook. It's easy to read. Don't try to do everything in one time. Some people do, but look, I got some students that'll wait till an hour before the exam is done. Okay, that's fine. Maybe work on the stress, but try to do it if you get some free time. Then you could think. Don't look at it just a test. Look at it. If I had to open up a business, and I had to, or I'm a manager of a business, how do I utilize this knowledge? Just like a definition doesn't mean anything. That's why you're doing that, open up a hypothetical store as part of a project in a group. And you have to see what you're going to put in there, what your depth and width of your products. We'll talk a little bit about product lines, product mixes. Some of you have some familiarity of that. Some of you do not because you're in the fashion area or you're, this class, I don't think you have a prerequisite, maybe management 111, I'm not sure, but that's into the business. But if you didn't have that, I don't think so. But if you didn't have that, this is all new to you. So, look at this. And remember, taking the courses at Harper or at any college by an instructor, I'm not an instructor, I'm a facilitator. You have to learn it yourself. You have to say, hey, I could use this. So you're taking the classes. Doesn't mean you're going to be successful in business, but you're at least aware of areas. "Oh, I should look about that. Man, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. How do I prepare for that, or how do I utilize that for my benefit?" That's why you should look at these courses or any courses you're taking at Harper or other colleges out there. I teach at several colleges. They're all good, not just because I teach here, but they're good. Okay, so let's talk about retail. I'm going to go overview. You've got the book. I'm going to open up so you have a general idea. My concept maps kind of follow a line with the PowerPoints I provided you PowerPoints also. Some students like looking at it the old way, or not the old way, the non-traditional way, and others like to look at it. I kind of look at this concept map because I can see the whole picture and just look at mind mapping. You see all the areas like your mind is, and then I could just pick out. I could jump back and forth on any kind of problem. But that's how we think. That's how we process stuff. We don't go boom, 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 boom some do. Majority. Remember, I'm not stereotyping. I'm generalizing. Okay, so we're going to talk about the marketing mix. You can read all these. Okay, real quickly. I just slow me down, look at it. Okay, oh yeah, there's something that's interesting, and then fast forward me to where you're going. Okay, so if I look at the marketing strategy, it's all, and kind of look at this like the four P's you learn in marketing. Some of you haven't. Your place, price, product, and promotion. Okay, so let's go on place, location, where you want to be located. Gotta be in a good area. You know what I'm talking about? An area that makes sense, an area that reaches the customers that you gotta understand your niche. Who my customer base? Yeah, you gotta be in that area there. Store atmosphere. How are you gonna do? If you come to a store and I look at it, oh, it looks like a kind of old fashioned. That could be good. That'd be trendy. You know what I'm talking about? It depends what I'm selling. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you try to connect, and you have the people in the store that's kind of that atmosphere. What's the music? What's the tone? What's the color? What do I have any pictures? How do I set up the display? That's all your business. No different like if you're in your home and you're setting up your apartment. I'm going to real quickly here to give you a good understanding what this whole the rest of the areas are. I'm going to go skimming through. So that's that location. Look at it at your home. When your people come in, what's the first thing about you? You walk in the store, you look at the price. First thing, always look at the price. No price. Like, wonder why. Maybe just a scan. Makes you wonder. Or you walk in, the first price like $40, $50, and it's only a little item. You think, man, I gotta pay $40 for that. Or wow, 40, 50. Just so I'm looking, must be solid glass, must be crystal. All those are going through your customer's mind, and that's the atmosphere. And then I look around, it's clean floor, is it modern, or is it traditional, or is it conservative, or liberal? I'm trying to hit all the politics I'm in here. In business, I love you all because I don't take a political stand one way or the other. Because remember what I keep on telling you, any kind of business you open up, you've got your own feelings on your personal level. In a business, everyone is equal as long as they got a MasterCard, Visa, or cash or debit card. We love you all, okay? All right? Okay, so now, goods and services. You're going to find out that goods and services, goods are tangible. Services, I get a haircut. How good is my haircut? It grows back. Is how well that individual cuts now currently. Some people, if they mess up that service, ladies, and I'm generalizing, if they mess up your hair, you're going to go, oh, shoot, man, I'm never going to come back to her. She's been with you for 10, 15 years. She had a bad day. She hiccuped and or something else. She mixed up the wrong chemicals, wasn't thinking. I'm not trying to. Do you see what I'm talking about? Your service is only as good as you had the last service, last time you were serviced. Okay, tangible item. I buy something. I can feel it. I can touch it. I know how long it's gonna last. So it depends what you have in your business. Look, you go to. I had to go to the Subaru to get a part. I go in there. You wait to get the Subaru. You also got Subaru hats, Subaru cups. That's all extra money. Maybe for the dealer, he does it. Do all Subaru hats? Sure, it's something. I'm a Subaru owner because I'm proud of that kind of car. I'm just bringing that up. Okay. So, and how do they service you? Are they polite? I came in there and said, "Where's the parts?" And he walked me around. Something I take a right, take a left, go this way. That's the big discount store. A lot of stores, the smaller ones, or you go to a small business, they connect with you. Remember, you're going to be opening up a retail store for my class. Okay, pricing taxes. Again, we talked about this. Operating procedure. What hours are you going to be open? What are your return policies? I think that's what it says on here. Yeah, physical. Are you going to deliver? Customer service, and that all tells your personal attention, okay? And then promotional. How are you going to promote? Advertising, display, social media, pay for somebody to do it, contractor, billboards, in the window, location, a good thing. All those are things you have to think about. So when you look at it, we're going to be talking about this. We'll talk about the wheel of retailing. We're going to be talking about, let's go to the next one, okay? So let's go to wheel of retailing. Remember, here's the picture. Look at the picture, and it tells you everything you know. So I'm not going to do. All I'm going to do is going to minimize that. The book, the picture is 1,000 words. You have to look and read on there. Understand it. Once you understand this from a marketing, from a small business, you will understand it when you have to run a business for somebody. Even if you're running a large company, all these things you have to know. Learn it now, the basics. I'm trying to tell you. I know you want your A's, I know you want your B's, but you have to be able to take what you're learning, not just a definition, and apply it. That's why I make you do the business, the hypothetical business. You'll feel like it. And I'm the one going to ask you the question when you do your article reviews in the classroom. You look at this chapter. There's something that we want retailing, and something that's similar to the business you want to open. That's how you learn. If you're going to do the project and you're going to give them the business, hey, okay, I got to open up this business. Maybe I could find something to be part of my sources. Okay? I'm helping you. I don't like busy work. I want you learn how to research and do other things. Okay, cost containment. That's kind of good. When you standardize, you have certain, planar fixtures. Depends on the image you want. You may, if you have some just bulbs hanging out. Okay, I'm an old warehouse. The old traditional way. Or do I have a real fancy modern? I have to spend the money. I have to give that image. If it looks like, and nothing against the dollar store, there's a lot of dollar stores, but dollar store has this image. Everything's up there on top of everything. I'm talking about a smaller aisle, but you could find it's like you're going treasure hunting. I mean, that's the whole model. That's the whole way to do with the dollar store. Now, what's your atmosphere? What's going to bring it in? Is it going to be comfortable? Is it going to be more uppity up? Or is it more preppy? Good. Okay. Self-service operations, part-time use. Part-timers are good, but you need people all around. And some people, look, college students are excellent students. That's why I say, hey, you always can get a job because your hours are flexible. You need the hours, but you'll do the hours in the morning, afternoon. It's not like somebody has to have a 7 to 8 job. Not you're flexible. You may be a night person. Depends on where you're working at. You may be working as a waitress or a waiter someplace else, or you're working at a pub or something else. See, I didn't say bar. All right. I'm making fun of. I'm trying to make you guys to think positive and everything else. All right. Been there, done that. All right, so you've got this. So how do you reduce your cost? The other thing is retail alternatives. And are you going to high end or you're low end? So I'm going to talk, and there's a chart in there you could do. Look in the book. It's not that hard. Just think, am I going for the high people in Barrington, Lake Forest, or Summit of Vernon Hills? They're not high. They're more medium. A lot of apartment buildings. Who's my customers? Am I going to Palatine or Arlington Heights, or am I going to Prospect Heights? Different clientele, different customers. If you gotta find out what the need is, okay. So you're looking at, but you find the high end fine. The high end ain't gonna buy no inexpensive. I might tell you never to use cheap, inexpensive product. They're gonna buy the better products. Come on, about it, right? I want, I'm paying more money. I want better product. I want better customer service. I have a different relationship. I don't mind spending the money. Take care of me. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay? I'm a business owner. I'm a retail. Okay, now scramble merchandise. What are you going to have? Right now, I said you can come in there. You got a small shop. Find out who that niche is. What do they want? And have exactly what they want. Once they start buying and you made that break even point in your business, now you go, okay, now I can bring something else. Not a whole bunch of stuff. It's like I tell. Remember in the class I said when you move on, when you move out, all you need is a bed and a kitchen and a TV and a table, your kitchen table. You do your homework that, and then after a while, you're there for a year, 2 years. Where did I get all this stuff? You added stuff as you needed it. You know what I mean? So that'll work out. Okay. All right. Fast selling thing, or you know, right now you have to, and something that has a little bit of profit margin. Customers make more impulse buying. It's something, you know, you're over there. When I had this class a couple of while ago, I sent students out to check the merchandise. It's going to be a project I'm going to do with you guys anyway, and gals. I mean the same thing. Remember, when you go there, I'm going to tell you to look around and see the prices and get some information on that. And you don't have to buy nothing. I don't want you to buy most of. I'm generalizing. The majority of the ladies went there because the person talked to them, they felt obligated. Even some of the guys bought things, but later returned, you know, impulse buying. But you remember that connection, and and that's what's going to build it. And now you find out, oh, this kind of store I don't want to do. How's it laid out? You're not doing nothing else. You're getting ideas, what works for that group of people, and you just come in and see. I came in there, and am I just by myself? Look what other kind of what can I tie in? What's the similarity? Then I know my targets, and let's do the research. That's what you learn at college. Okay, retail cycle introduction. Right now, smaller things, a little different than the product life cycle because you're a business. People don't know you're developing a brand, so you're going to come in there. Even though your expenses are high, you got to keep your costs low or competitive, so people at least walk in, and then you could give them added value, added service, something else as you're growing, as you're maturing. Let me go up in here. You know what I mean? And then after a while, your business goes down. That's when you bring in another product line or change your mission, your direction, or change what you're selling, or adapt it with something else. And what was the adapted? The second product line I have may become the first product line, and the first one becomes the second. And you're always changing your mix. You want look at cereal. Once it's done, they change the packaging, whatever's trendy. They add more stuff. And, oh, you need vitamin D, B, C, iron D. It's because, my God, I'm taking a chemical pill. But I'm kidding. I'm older. I need the vitamin. But you see what they're doing? They're adding to it and different packaging and getting what people want. The more, it's all natural. You know what I mean? No GMOs. Well, and that's the market. Other people, what's the price? I don't care about GMOs. Who are your customers? And I'm just teasing you, but I want you to think. Just because you may want something, the majority of people may have a different outlook. Okay, I still have my belief system, but I'm going to try to change them a little, but that's theirs, okay? Let's see, I want to keep this down. Retail's evolved, from mergers, diversification, downsizing. The book explains that mergers like a marriage, diversification, we change, and downsizing, the kids are out of the house, you get a divorce, or you and your partner split up. Doesn't make a difference, you know what I'm talking about? Some change in your life, you don't need all this stuff, you know what I mean? You're more happier or everything else, or someone left. It's okay. Companies go through that, and maybe now you don't want to come. I just want to have a little shop. People coming in there. I got everything all paid off. Depends what you do. But what if someone comes in an office to buy it? Sell it like a cake and go enjoy yourself. That's what you're looking for. You want to build yourself. It's like, even though you're going to have a 401, we'll talk later on, everything else, your business is basically what you're going to sell at the end, or basically lease it out or franchise it, or we'll learn in other chapters. Okay, base store, real. I'm just giving you. You have two things: food and general merchandise. A lot of stores will have some kind of food in their pop or something else because it brings people in. If they come in there just because they're thirsty, what else I'll get in here? That's why you have vending machines and everything else. We'll talk in chapter 6. Okay. And I don't have to go with that. Are you going to be convenient? And then again, there's so many, convenience stores. You pay a little bit more, and they all go the same: location, price, and promotion. Same with the conventional stores, right? You go common factor. Again, and it has different location, different things for what's a supermarket versus in a convenience like a 7-Eleven. And then supermarket, super Target, super this, right? And they got some sites in here. Okay, and then I go food based, strictly based like Jewel Foods or Mariano's got a mixture. Aldi's got food, and they got stuff that they think their customers may want at a discount. Some of it isn't too bad. Yeah, I'm always used to when I get stuff all piled up is like the dollar store, but that's Aldi. But Aldi, a lot of the other things they still got organic food. Everything's all neat, but there's things look like got a little this. It's like a scrambled merchandise that we read about. So you look at it, they're getting you in because people are buying their food, but they got all kinds of stuff. It's like you're throwing stuff into the water and hopefully something bites. Eventually they will, because they got different kind of demographics. They got from different social classes. Mine maybe just for a party or like this, or the food and everything else, because they're high end. They're already comparable to anything else with Jewel or Mariano, but you still got to do it. But the service is lacking. But that's okay. You get a lower price. If you want better service, we pay you more. Okay? Or you pay me more because I got more people going. Okay, now we got combination strategy. You know, Myers got a little bit of this, has one section there. I think Super Target, and some of them also has food, but not just so more into the clothing, apparel, and goods. Not as much into the like the like a full Jewel or Mariano's, you know what I mean, or Aldi. And I'm just showing some this other or Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. I shop at all of them. I don't want anyone to be upset, or some small amount place. Okay, box strategy, limited online common factors. All of these have, if I looked at all, they got the same common factors. Warehouse, where they're located, common factors, and then it gives you some information on that. Okay, so if I'm looking at some of the common fact location, if I get a warehouse, I could have a whole bunch of different stores. They don't have to have the supply and everything else. I could have just-in-time delivery to them, but I got to be located within maybe about 15, 20-mile radius. And that's how Amazon gets stuff to you the next day. You got a warehouse all around. They know the majority of people are going to buy this stuff, whatever's on sale. They already got their computer, AI, machines figuring out. A lot of times, people like you bought this, and I kind of, not that I'm looking at what somebody else brought, but I'm looking, you know what, I never thought about that. I didn't even know they had that. Do they know me better than I know myself? Scary. So that's like a lot of people ask, do you have Alexa in the class? And they say, Alexa, Alexa. No, we turn her off at nighttime. You're always listening, and it's there basically to for you to place an order. Okay, let me just. I got all these things popping up here. Commercial. Okay, okay, pick up scene. Okay, now I got specialty stores. You know what? A common fact again. Price, location, and they're all different ones. You see them in traditional, common fact. Whenever you see common factors, it's place and price. Now, full line discounts, what do they have? Great emphasis on auto accessories, catalog, generally not available. Yeah, I was going to say like TJ Maxx for lack of better words. Off price chain. Okay, membership club, Sam's, what do they have going? You pay factory outlet. We had the video in the class about the factory outlet. Also had a nice factory outlet. Remember, some of the goods bought there in the outlet store were made specifically for that outlet. They were not made. A lot of times people think of an outlet as a retail store that can't sell something. Some areas doesn't go in the right sizes, the style doesn't go. So they put it in the outlet and get a discount because they figure the retailer wants to break even. That you find the retail's clearance area because he wants it off his book, not from the corporate. Some of the retailers are franchisees and not corporate, so it depends how it works. You know what I mean? So they have to take care of their own loss or profit or expense margin. And yes, some of you, when you take me for finance, I'm not trying to keep it on a simple term so you physically, well, shoot, I don't understand all that. That's fine. Then hire someone who has a finance. Just make sure you trust them. Or someone who has a business major, but you're the creative person. You have the idea, you know the customer. And someone that's basically with the numbers, and someone else that knows how to deal with the customers or buying. Some of you are going to be purchasers or buyers. If you're or sellers even, you know what I mean. So you're going to try to sell your product. You have to understand the different markets, different stores, what's their profit margins, what works, who their customers are, who's their clientele, because you're a resource to them. And you say, hey, this is what's going to sell. If you have historical data, you develop a pattern of what those individuals like or don't like. I think I got it all. One more. And the flea market. Flea market is the only place you can negotiate prices. Us Americans are, here's the price. Okay, here's the look. You can put a sign on the thing. The price is normally $3.99, regular price. I put that thing over there and I say on sale, $3.99. Ooh, people buying it. Am I ripping them off or they not aware? I didn't lie to them. It's on sale for $3.99. It was on sale for $3.99 without the on sale for $3.99 tag. It just at the price, $3.99. And a lot of times I'm the one that they hate, or just like I look back there, so it's $3.99, and they say, oh, it's maybe $2, a good price. I look back there, it's $3.99, and now it's $3.90. Yeah, right. If I need it, I gotta buy it. But if it was a good price, I may buy more. Remember, when we get into the promotion and prices, other chapters, we'll get. Remember, I'm just okay. I'm trying to throw it in the seed, kind of get you ready, and then we'll move on. So, okay, let's see how much time I've done. I'm done with this. So when I come back in here, we covered all this. It's a good chapter. And remember, the book is read the book. All I'm doing is reinforcing what you read. You know what I'm talking about? The book goes into detail. The author does a nice job. Look at some of the link. Keep the book if you're going to go on marketing. He's got a lot of good sites and everything else in here. So you'll do fine. Where's my... expand. And remember, there you go. Okay? So here you have everything you needed to know. This is the whole chapter, a lot of information. You're going, man, I never thought that. Look, we're only in chapter 6. I think it's like 20 chapters in the book. Okay? So get the book. Make sure, most of you with the ebook is the best choice. Some of you got the hard copy. Some of you rented a book. You're fine. Even in the ebook, don't remember, it's not for life. I think it's only for like 90 days or 6 months or something. Look at the terms and conditions. Take me for finance. Okay, so how many minutes do we have? 21 minutes. This is perfect. I covered everything I wanted to cover. I gave you my insight so you feel it. See, once you read the book, it's not like you learn this for the first time. I'm the second exposure in the class, in this live recording, and we had some exposure in the classroom. So now you read the book, you have the exposure. And that's why I don't want you to wait till the last minute when we get the next chapter. Because we're doing chapter 5 and 6 this week, I think, and the next time will be 6 and 7. You should already be reading chapter 6 and 7 before you come in there. Because then you know it, I add this, it's like you planted the seeds, I water it, then we discuss it, and then if you want, you look at the YouTube. All right? Thank you a lot for watching this. This is my name is Dr. George Mochocki. This is Marketing 106, Chapter 5, Retail Institution. This is a supplement to the book you have, you know what I mean? And the publisher's material. It's also a supplement to Harper, because some people, I talk fast, or it goes too quickly. This way they can come back, if you look at it, and go back, and then they actually learn. And our whole thing is, you already paid for the class, paid for the book. Our whole thing is that you learn, so you're successful. And remember what we learned with Adam Smith, those you remember, the invisible hand. You do better, you grow, you hire more people. They hire more people, more money goes into the economy, keeps everybody happy, you know what I mean? Keeps me happy. As long as we have the current administration, whether you like President Trump or not, the taxes are down, regulations are now common sense instead of all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Because if you really look open up a business, and some of you say, I'm going to open up in Florida, California. Fine, a lot of people, you have your market. But it takes forever to get everything passed. You got this regulation, this regulation, this regulation. And then it takes you 5 years. Oh my God, I only got so much money. I only got an apartment. I only got enough to start the business for 1 month, 2 months. And hopefully, because that's where a lot of business fail, cash flow. So you're not going to go there. Go someplace. Remember, once you're established and you know the business, then you could venture out to even those high risks. You just charge them a little bit more. Okay? I'll talk to you later. And once again, thank you for this class. And remember, you can fast forward, go back, turn down the volume or turn off the volume. Just look at the concept map. But it's just another thing to connect with.